The sea, like life, is unpredictable. No matter how carefully you chart your course, the winds can shift, the tides can turn, and storms can rise without warning. When plans unravel, there's no turning back. Your only choice is to adapt, to navigate the unexpected and press forward. Because in the face of the unknown, a true sailor doesn't fight the storm, they find a way through it. During our first day on passage, the forecasted tailwind never showed up, forcing us to motor all day at about 5 knots instead of sailing at 7 to 8 knots as we had expected. This meant that by midnight, we were still about 60 miles from rounding Cape Hatteras, which we had expected to round before 2 a.m. Not exactly the start we had hoped for. By nightfall, the wind returned strong enough to fill our sails once more. We shut off the engine to conserve fuel, letting Godspeed carry us forward under nature's power alone. With steady winds, we pushed south at 6 knots, the rhythmic creak of the rigging and the rush of the water against the hull our only soundtrack. Ahead lay Cape Hatteras, a name whispered with both reverence and caution among sailors. As we closed the distance, anticipation tightened its grip. The next 24 hours would test us. We didn't know what awaited us, only that we had to be ready for whatever came next.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Godspeed. Had a good night. It's getting warmer, like 10 degrees. This morning we woke up and there's no ice on the boat, so conditions are improving dramatically. With that, my own spirits and the crew's spirits are rising pretty high. And the sun's coming up. It's good. We're hoping about 6 knots straight into Cape Hatteras, so we're gonna have to tack probably in about an hour. But it's not bad. Seas are good. They're kind of picking up a little bit. It's a roll of the dice. What's gonna happen in the next 45 minutes with these clouds coming on the horizon? So David had a little pee-pee in his pants a minute ago, but that's all good too.
All right, it's about 7:30. What's the news, Captain?
No news is good news. Same shit. It's gonna rain on us. It's gonna rain. It's sprinkling right now. Got some dolphins out. Had a tack to get around the Hatteras of Cape. We're sailing, man. There's no plan. Go south. Go fast. Don't die.
Well, it's about 8 a.m. on day 2. Holding course right now. We tacked about 30 minutes ago. Sitting between 140, 145 degrees. Winds between 7 to 10 knots. We'll hold this course probably another, let's see, till about 9 o'clock. We'll probably tack back towards the land. It's warming up. Feels like it's in the, what do you say, mid-40s maybe right now. But it's a beautiful morning. Checking with you guys later. In the early morning hours, the wind returned, but it shifted. Now blowing from the south at 7 to 12 knots, it forced us to beat up wind, slowing our progress around the Cape. On the horizon, dark clouds loomed, a warning of the turbulent weather we were about to face. Our duo is now a trace. Say hi, John.
Just helped us tack. Of course we all now, Cap.
You heard it there.
Oh, my course? 290. It's not ideal, but it's what we got to do. We're getting a bunch of 20s.
We had some porpoise off our starboard for a while. They didn't want to come play though.
With no autopilot on board, it was important for each member of the crew to take shifts on the helm, as we had a very long journey ahead of us. With very little sailing experience, Sean faced a steep learning curve, but Taylor guided him through the fundamentals, teaching him how to read the wind, adjust to the motion of the swell, and steer Godspeed through the rolling seas. As we pressed south against Cape Hatteras, the seas gradually began to build. To maintain our momentum against the current and the swell of the Gulf Stream, Taylor held our course within 15 to 20 miles of the coast in an attempt to optimize speed as we pressed south. Throughout the morning, the wind began to shift directions intermittently and lose strength, only slowing our progress further. Freaking motor sailing. Wind sucks. Say hi, boys. Wind and the waves are making getting around Cape Hatteras a real pain in the ass this morning, so. But we'll get there. Motor's on. We're about 10 miles from the point there. It's off right now to our starboard side. But we're moving south slowly. Everybody's feeling good. Weather's warming up. Love it out here.
All right. Update. Conditions have gotten worse. We're somewhere off the point of Cape Hatteras. Fuel pump is clogged up or something. Taylor and John are down below trying to sort that out. I'm just trying to keep us pointed south. We've got wind gusting from 15 to 21 knots off of our starboard beam at about fluctuating between 60 and 80 degrees. Starting to build. Shit's getting real.
When the engine died, John and Taylor immediately headed below to investigate. What they found wasn't just one problem, but two. First, the fuel line was clogged, choked with sludge stirred up from the tank by rolling swell. While tracing the blockage, they uncovered something even worse. One of our fuel filter caps had been leaking for hours, spilling diesel into the bilge. Both issues were fixed quickly, but the damage was done. We had lost a significant amount of fuel, and the entire boat was now thick with the overpowering stench of diesel.
Vince, Henry, John, you want to give the camera an update?
Yeah, tell them everything that happened.
All right. Sea states, pretty calm in my opinion. Some of the ladies think this is something, but about 8-foot swells off just east of Cape Hatteras, about 15 nautical miles as opposed to highway miles. We're running diesel right now just to make sure she's running good. We really don't care to do that, but just want to make sure the engine's running good. We're looking at about we got about 7 knots right now. We get around the Cape here and get our sails flowing and excuse me. Not bad at all, as I was saying. Anyway, you're up. Oh yeah, I took a tumble earlier. No big deal.
Yeah, go through the crew. Talk about what happened.
Yeah, Michelle's got a tummy ache here. You can see her laying down. She's doing better. And got a little water. David's old and strong, looking good. Captain took a header. You can see right there he's got a divot out of his head. Looks like an Indian woman if he pulls his hair down. Anyway,
I love it.
That's it. But anyway, first mate's doing fine. I'm keeping him under control, so no worries. No worries.
Yeah. Oh. Well, conditions about the same what they were earlier. It's just swirly, wind swirly, seas are confused, making very, very slow progress. We just put our first reef in. But spirits are high. Everybody started to feel a little better. This morning we had some seasickness. How are y'all feeling?
Feeling good. Could be better, but you know, all things considered, nice day out on the ocean.
Yeah, at least it's not snowing instead of raining.
Not snowing.
I'm
50,
feeling pretty good now.
very 50 degrees out. It's a heat
Feeling
wave.
a lot better than what it was earlier. Be doing even better if I can keep us on course.
No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure at all, right? You know, just 10-foot waves. Wanting to turn the boat the other direction. Yeah. It's all right. We'll get there when we get there.
We'll check in with Dell in a little while.
As the day wore on, the diesel fumes seeping from the bilge began taking a toll on the crew. Taylor and I battled pounding headaches, struggling to find relief in our bunks. Sean and Michael fared even worse, both overwhelmed by nausea, with Michael suffering the worst of it, already weakened by a relentless bout of seasickness.
23 after 4.
Yeah, it's 3 after 4 right now, or 1600. The sea state is starting to improve. We were able to get the Genwood rolled in and get the main out with the preventer on it. Running at about 160. The wind is kicking off of our heels here, right at about 180, kind of fluctuating. Making our way across the Gulf Stream. Once we get across the Gulf Stream, hopefully we can turn off and open up both sails and pick up some speed. John, anything you want to add on there?
Well, hopefully it happens sooner than later. We're ready for it.
By nightfall, the plan to cross the Gulf Stream was no longer an option. The worsening sea conditions and relentless southerly winds drained our momentum, forcing us to change course. We tacked back towards Cape Hatteras, continuing to hug the coast instead, staying clear of the stream's powerful grip.
Getting up right there. Thank you very much, man.
All right, morning, day 3. We lost the wind, but we're making a little bit of headway. We've got, what, you say about 4 knots right now?
Yeah.
4 knots steady out of what direction? Somewhere off our port. We've got the sail set up for that. And we're drifting 1.5, 2 knots towards, is it Morehead City? Yeah, Morehead City. We thought we were gonna have to motor for maybe half a day, and we had to use our motor for pretty much the full, or at least the first day and a half. So we're a little low on fuel. Winds haven't been cooperative. They've been off and on, so we sail when we can. But we made the call, we gotta go in to get more gas. Probably hurt to get more water. But we're getting there. Morale's are high. I wish the Z's were high. I wish it was a little drier, but I'm all right. Taylor, you all right? I don't know if Taylor's all right. We'll check in on you later.
By the morning, we'd made our way around Cape Hatteras, beating upwind and making our way along the North Carolina coast. Taylor and I took turns on the helm as we jammed out to our favorite playlist. Out on the water, Music and sailing go hand in hand, each note rising and falling like the waves beneath us. At times, it feels as if the right song can shift the mood, steady the nerves, or even push the wind a little harder in our favor.
He's tired and exhausted, but he's enjoying the sail.
I am not on course right now.
Welcome to the show! You look way too dry. Hopefully I stay that way in the deep. I'm not sweating like a here. I still have my layers on. Yeah, I'm gonna go check my boat and see how far we are from the shoals. Come back and then y'all can decide when you want it back. Bro, it's a showdown. It's slippery, it's messy, and then on the settee, the starboard side, I'm sprawled out, dude. It's funny. Like zipper out.
Like along the length of it?
Yeah, on the starboard side.
Is he on top of the fucking bilge pump? Bilge pump's under there, and he already broke that seat. He's gonna break that bilge pump if he's sleeping on it.
Alright.
He's supposed to be up here anyways.
Yeah, he said he couldn't get any sleep in his rack. You good?
Yeah.
Alright.
I think we should take in another third of that Genoa just because I keep burying the fucking rail over there. I'm worried we're taking on too much water.
Okay. Yeah, I must.
It's averaging 25, gusting 27, 28. Who's coming up here on shift with you?
Fucking know, dude. If I know, they've messed up the watches so bad. I don't know whose rotation it is.
You might need to change it so it's me, you, and David rotating.
Okay.
We're not far though, man. I mean, we're still probably like 40 miles. But I have no idea where we are.
I got you. So, we're headed right in towards the bank. We are not very far. We are about 5 miles off the coast. And we're getting shallower, so we want to go ahead and tack.
All right, let's do it.
So, I'll come up, help y'all tack, and then I'll come back down.
They said we're 5 miles from shore. We're gonna go ahead and tack.
What, you bring it in?
We can bring it in now, or we can bring it in when we tack.
What do you want to do?
Let's do it after we tack.
As the afternoon wore on, the wind strengthened and the seas followed suit, now building to 4 or 5 meters. Waves crashed relentlessly over our bow, sending torrents of water sweeping across the deck, forcing us to run the bilge pump every half hour just to keep up with the relentless ingress of water. Unable to sleep, I joined John and Sean on deck, hoping to capture on camera the relentless seas that had kept me awake.
Give us an update.
What are we at, January, Sunday?
Yeah, it's
Sunday, January 19th, 2025. Beaufort, North Carolina seems to stay about 38 miles from us the last 4 miles. Not gaining. So easy day, as you can see, 15, 20 footers, got a couple of 20s, mostly 15s. Right here. So, yeah, pretty easy day. Oh, that was a 18, cute little one. Yeah, pretty flat, good. Winds are, what are we pulling here? Yeah, 20.
Showing people what we're dealing with here. You see right there, I've got it. 29 to 32. The This is the apparent wind, not true wind.
We got our depth.
We're going slow, but we're making progress.
120. Woo! 124.
Nice and calm.
Got one in the eyeball if they needed it. I just had a little turtle action about 20 minutes ago. Big old turtle. Right off our bow. Yesterday we had about a dozen sharks, and I'm guessing they were Vancos, I don't know. That was right off Cape Hatteras, and that was pretty interesting sea state we had, but they were all doing little twists. They jumped either a double or a triple. We expect to make this 40 miles in about 2 days at this rate, so pretty much accurate. Yeah, other than that, nice easy day. You guys want a cocktail?
As the afternoon slipped away, the wind howled and the seas continued to rise. Early that evening, I found myself at the helm, steering Godspeed through my first severe gale, winds roaring over 50 miles an hour with towering waves surging to 6 to 7 meters high. Each crest sent us surfing down the face of the sea, a mix of adrenaline and sheer focus keeping me locked in. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the fury of the storm slowly began to ease, but the night was far from over. We pressed on, beating our way south towards Beaufort, each mile hard-earned against the relentless ocean.
That is Yacht Rock 2025. Let's go.
So, update. It's Monday morning. It's probably about getting close to 10 o'clock. We've been trying to get into Beaufort for the better part of a day. The winds have not been cooperative. Yesterday, we had sustained winds of 35 with gusts of 47 miles an hour and seas about 25 feet tall. Godspeed took it on the nose like a champ. Now start dropping. Been Sean, he tries to help where he can. He just doesn't have a lot of experience. Poor Mike, he's been sick a lot of the trip. Kind of the same there. Trying to help where he can, but every time he gets on top deck, he gets sick. So, better part of the last 2 days, it's been Taylor, John, and I swapping off the wheel. Each of us steering 7 or so hours, 7 to 8 hours throughout the day. And also working the sheets and lines when Mike and Sean aren't able to come up here and help. So needless to say, it's been an exhausting leg. This 4 days has been the hardest 4 days I've had since I got out of the military. I'm exhausted. I've got bruises all over my body, sliding all over this boat. I've slept maybe this entire trip 8 hours intermittently, but I came out here to see what I was made of. I want to do this. I want to sail. And I love it. It's hard. This is fucking hard. I don't want to do this all the time, but serious ocean racing, what we went through yesterday, all I can say is don't ever stop trying to do hard shit. Push your limits, see where you go, see where you're at. I learned over this trip, I'm still as tough as I ever was. It just hurts more. So, I'd say to anybody, especially military veterans, there's something special about sailing with a bunch of guys that have been through the same kind of trauma you have. It bonds you together. And I can't say enough about these guys. It's been a trip of a lifetime. Taylor, SCA Crew, I love you guys, man. I will remember this trip for the rest of my life. If anybody else is thinking about sailing or wants to do offshore hardcore shit, think twice about it. It's tough. But if you're really motivated and you really think you can do this, find a way to get out there. Connect with somebody. It's amazing out here. I can't even explain it or describe it. It's cold and it's miserable. I should hate this. But I don't. Maybe I'm crazy, I don't know. But we're rolling on. We used to have to go about 9 miles to the damn channel, and the wind and the waves are fighting us the entire damn way. So we'll check in later when we tack again or we get into the channel. Either way, see you guys later. Peace. Bunch of salty dogs right here. Video's rolling. They've been working together as a team, and it's in the Beaufort. Finally made the channel.
Oh, dude, I got something for you. Watch. Look. Hold on.
Ah, my favorite. How did you know? Sean, you got any words of wisdom for the camera?
I got something for you too.
I mean, hilarious if you'd gone backwards. Not off the boat.
I need a bath.
Not off the boat. We can get you here though. It's not rough water. We got the motor running. We'll get you. You're gonna be really cold though.
5 days without a bath, I'm ready for one.
After 4 relentless days at sea, we finally sailed into Beaufort, North Carolina, exhausted, but stronger for it. The challenges we faced tested us, but in the struggle, the crews forged bonds that only shared hardship can create. Are you a veteran or first responder looking for a new mission? Come sail with us. Experience the healing power of the water, the camaraderie of the crew, and the calm wind in your sails. Scan the QR code on screen to learn more and apply to join our next day sale. Thanks for joining us. Check in next week to meet our 2 newest crew members and watch as we set off for Fort Pierce, only to face new challenges as we encounter blizzard-like conditions off the coast of South Carolina. You won't want to miss it. We appreciate your support. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow along as we continue the adventure aboard Godspeed. See you next time.